Well, I felt like I was bad at maths. I didn't feel like comfortable doing maths. I used to dread maths actually, and I was like, how am I going to do engineering when I dread maths? Everyone in my class pretty much had a tutor, and if you didn't have a tutor, you're falling behind. It felt like everyone was so far above me. Like I didn't know what was going on. Sometimes I'd have questions, but I don't even know what to ask.
First of all,
Pleasure to see you again.
pleasure to see you again,
Doing
my
well.
friend.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Okay,
Been too long actually.
been too long. So, guys,
here we
I'm
are.
here today with one of our ex-students here. His name's Bryan. He's had quite the journey. He achieved all the amazing math results and got into his dream university. And I myself am so proud of him, and he should be very proud of himself as well. And the game plan today is basically I just want to kind of show his story. I want to run through. I'm going to ask him some questions as to how he experienced tutoring, how he achieved the results, how he got into his dream university, and kind of life after that as well, after achieving the results, after getting through his final exams for Year 12. Okay, so I'm going to ask him some questions, and we're going to see what his experience is like. Does that sound fair enough?
I'm keen to let this whole story out.
First of all, I want to start here. What school did you go to, and then what year did you graduate?
So I went to Kirui High School, which is in the Sutherland Shire, and I graduated 2019.
2019.
So, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Almost 7 years ago.
Yeah, we're getting old, huh?
Time flies.
Yeah,
Just like that.
just like that. Nah, honestly, we've been teaching for that long. And I'm getting old. Brian's getting old. But yeah, so now, what did you do after you finished high school?
So my plan during high school was always to get into engineering because as a child I was always tinkering with trucks, cars. I knew that engineering was for me.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of people are like, they don't know what to do after high school?
Yeah.
I always just knew that I was going to do engineering. So
Yeah.
only because of my passion for cars and trucks and yeah, I ended up going into university and doing mechanical engineering.
Wow, mechanical engineering. So what university was that at again?
University of New South Wales. So UNSW.
Let's go.
So we both went there.
That's where I went as well. We went through UNSW, did mechanical engineering. Very nice. Okay, and then what are you doing now? Where are you today?
So just like I said, my passion was into cars and trucks. And now I work for a consulting firm for engineering, and we do vehicle engineering stuff.
Wow.
So truck certifications, modifications for vehicles, light cars, heavy trucks, a lot of work in the transport industry, making sure compliance with all the Australian design rules.
Wow.
So full circle. And I never really thought that I'd get a job in actual vehicle engineering because I know that the market in Australia was dying for vehicles.
Yep.
It's all getting moved overseas. So
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
And
So,
I guess life is full of the unexpected.
all right, my big question to you though. So, do you use maths in real life today?
Yeah, all the time, of course. I used to dread maths actually, and I was like, how am I going to do engineering when I dread maths? But once you pick up the foundations and the base levels, maths isn't actually that bad. The extreme sort of maths that I guess you pick up in uni,
Yeah.
you don't actually need to do that in real life.
Yep.
Because they all have programs for that and software.
Yep.
But as long as you understand the foundations of maths, the base levels of
foundations.
maths, that's where it matters.
100%. So you got to have good foundations to be able to understand what they're teaching you in the real job. What you're saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And even then, it's just like, it extends beyond maths. It's just pattern recognition
Yep.
and pattern recognition moves into life as well.
Yeah. 100%. Problem solving, pattern recognition, all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
100%.
Did you always know that that's what you kind of wanted to do? Or-
Engineering. Well, I just knew that I wanted to work with vehicles. My passion is four-wheel drives. I've got a four-wheel drive. I'm always modifying it. And it's cool to see that I've always been on the hands-on side of it, making stuff with my hands for my car or repairing it, taking the engines apart. And then it's cool to see the engineering side of why the design reasons were there.
Yeah.
And that's where I guess the maths with engineering comes in and you actually understand. It's like a full circle moment. It's like, whoa,
Or
Yeah.
you see it in real life.
Yeah, 100%.
Very exciting. Very awesome. No, well done, man. I'm really proud of you. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to start as to see where we started. Right? Go back to the very start before tutoring. Like, see where we were right here at the start, and then see where we're actually like trying to get to.
Yeah, of course. Let's go.
Right. So here, what was maths like before tutoring?
So, to be completely honest, I started tutoring from a young age, from like year 4, year 5, year 6, and I was always in the group tutoring places, the colleges and all that. I hated it. I dreaded it because seeing my friends go out, play soccer on the weekends,
Yeah.
and me having to go tutoring, I just did not like it. And then up until about year 10 was my last group tutoring.
Yep.
And all this group tutoring for maths, I just felt like everyone was so far above me. Like I didn't know what was going on. I first went on with you for Lee Mathematics in year 11.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time I was doing extension 1 maths. Everyone in my class pretty much had a tutor. And if you didn't have a tutor, you're falling behind because everyone complained about the teacher
Yeah.
in maths in
You
year
didn't have a
11.
good teacher.
No.
Everyone
Complained. And so I remember like going into lessons feeling anxious because everyone with their own tutor was already going like ahead in the textbook.
Yeah.
And I was already still like on the base level with the teacher.
Yep.
And the teacher wasn't even explaining anything to me, and I was just super anxious.
Yeah.
I remember that feeling.
So everyone was kind of ahead. You felt a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then when you did have your group tutoring, like how many people were in the group tutoring?
So my year 10 group tutoring center that was a pretty big class actually. That was like 15 or something.
Yep.
Pretty big class. And then, so that was for maths.
Yep.
And then I did English tutoring again at the same time. That was only a group of 8.
Yep.
But yeah, I didn't connect because everyone was so much smarter than me. Everyone was in like selective schools.
Yeah.
And they just understood the content. And I just felt silly for asking any questions because I felt like I was so far behind that it was like, I didn't want people to think like, oh, why is he so far behind? What an idiot.
Nah,
But
don't be silly. This is just a mindset,
Yeah.
right? That's just at the start. So would you say you enjoyed maths back in the day? I'm just curious as well.
Not really. Maths was like one of my subjects that I sort of dreaded.
Really?
Like
Before
it
you
was
got home?
alright, but once you got like to the really hard stuff, it was like, oh man, it's not really fun.
Yeah. What marks were you kind of getting before you got tutoring? I know it was a while back, all right? I know we're getting a bit old, but do you remember roughly what marks you were getting?
Yeah,
Before tutoring?
before tutoring, like during year 11, advanced and extension 1, would have been around the 60% mark.
Yeah.
60 to 65%.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. It's bringing my memory back to it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're sitting around a C level, maybe around the 60% essentially.
Yeah.
At the very start. Like, how did you feel when you were going into exams originally? Do you remember, honestly? I know it's a while back again.
Before tutoring, going into exams, I'd just do practice papers that the teacher gave me.
Yep.
And I thought I'd be feeling okay. And then for some reason, they'd always throw like curveball questions in the actual exam. So like,
All the problem solving stuff, right?
yeah, just like, it was like they backstabbed me with these weird questions. That's how I felt. But like, yeah, I was pretty like worried and concerned.
All the trick ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I thought I'd feel confident, and then they just throw some random curveball, and it was just like, what?
Yeah, that's so fair. Okay, that makes sense. And then here, I just wanted to see, like, who actually wanted to get tutoring? Was it you in the end, or did your parents want you to get tutoring, or like?
It was definitely me.
Yeah.
My parents knew that I hated tutoring,
Yeah.
but I was the one that was looking for the tutor because I was like, all right, this is getting bad. I'm falling behind.
Yeah.
I hit it early enough during year 11.
Yeah.
So I still had like a bit of time before ATAR, but I needed to get early to build
Get it started early. Yeah.
build the base levels quick.
Yep, makes sense. And then, were you hesitant about tutoring, right? So I know you started with group, and then maybe you were transitioning into one-on-one. Were you hesitant about actually starting lessons?
Was I hesitant? No, because I just wanted to get help.
Yeah.
Like I was the stress of not bringing my grades up for maths was far greater than the concern of hesitant with being tutoring.
What were you worried about in particular?
What, with the exams?
I mean, like you said, the hesitance of not getting the tutor, like the stress of the exams was like outweighed the hesitance of getting a tutor, right? Like, what were you worried about in terms of the exams? Like not getting the certain marks, not getting like your goals? Like what were you worried about in particular?
Yeah, just like struggling with my exam marks and just being I wanted to achieve higher because if I knew that to get into engineering, right, I had to be around the A level.
Yep.
So that's where it really mattered and really counted. So I could see it was the long-term goal of getting into the degree I wanted and having the ATAR I wanted.
Getting into your goals, right? Achieving your goals, achieving your dreams.
Yep.
I actually want to dive into like your actual experience. Like how did tutoring go essentially? Like how did you feel with Lee Mathematics? How was the experience overall? What was your first lesson like? Do you remember? Think back.
I remember it was so funny, right? The first lesson I was like, I messaged you and I called you the wrong name. It was a typical copy and paste message that I messaged like a whole bunch of people. I felt super bad, but you were super understanding. That was pretty funny. Getting into the first lesson, I could tell that you knew what you were talking about. You're a good teacher. Such a hard skill in itself. You knew the content. So like combined with that, I felt like let's kick it into fifth gear and like I can actually learn maths now.
Let's do it.
And build the confidence back up, you know?
100%.
So the first lesson, 100%, was very transformative.
I'm actually curious, I don't know this. Did you try other tutors as well? I remember you were messaging like a bunch of tutors. That's why you copy pasted, right? Did you try different trial lessons with other tutors or you just...
No, so you were my first one I went with. But I did message other people.
And then you just thought like, this is sweet. Let's just rock and roll.
He's at the library, convenient for me, right there. And it worked out like the stars aligned pretty much.
What was different about tutoring compared to school? Like, why don't we just learn harder at school?
I could ask the questions freely and just be comfortable with myself. And like in class, I didn't have to worry about having a time limit with my questions so the teacher could answer the next student's question. And then during school, like I still had so many questions to ask and there was other people that had questions too. And be like, sometimes I felt silly. But with tutoring one-on-one, I could just be myself and ask what I wanted to do. And I remember you were always reassuring that like just if you have any questions just ask, no judgments, and just I want you to learn. And that's when I just felt open.
You didn't feel like that when you were with a group or with like school?
100% not. Like there was just other people or everyone else was smarter than me. Everyone else already had their own tutors, so they were asking advanced questions. I just felt like I was falling behind so fast. And that was the feeling I dreaded, was falling behind.
How did you feel about your confidence over time as well? So like when you originally had no one-on-one tutor, right, you were kind of struggling to understand everything in class, everyone felt like they were ahead, right? Like how did you feel when you actually had someone in your corner though?
I went from one spectrum to the other spectrum, like that dreaded feeling of falling behind and anxiety, to like going to the other side where Jono was in my corner. I was like, oh yep, I feel sweet. We've done these practice questions before. He's given me like the foundational levels so I can handle these curveball questions. It was just so reassuring that someone else cared about like me improving my maths as well.
Yeah.
Other than my parents.
Other than your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I feel like, yeah, that's what I love about tutoring as well, man, to be completely honest, because like when you have the right person, this is when I had a tutor back in the day as well. When you have the right person with the right guidance, the right understanding, the right resources, and they actually care about you doing well, right? It makes such a huge difference with your exam marks, with your confidence, with everything, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Was there a moment, I know this is a while back as well, but was there a moment that you actually realized that you were improving? Like,
oh yeah, like when my grades started going up and I was going into class and I was already doing like content in advance.
Yeah.
Compared to what my friends are doing.
Yep.
They had tutors as well, but I was learning at a quick pace with my tutor, Jonathan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yep, I already done that. Yeah, I'm feeling confident with that. Yep. All right, sweet. Time to like move on, try and learn more in advance so I can be better prepared.
Yep.
And ultimately it was like, the marks went up.
Yeah.
From that C level to like A level.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Well done. Who's getting the A's? Okay, one more. Did you feel more comfortable actually asking questions during tutoring class compared to in a group class or compared to at school?
Yeah, of course. Like your reassurance and being like, I just want you to ask any question you have, anything on the top of your mind,
Yeah.
because that's the way you're going to learn the best.
Yep.
And if you don't ask these questions, then you're not going to learn. And with the one-on-one, I just felt so comfortable because you've reassured me, and B, like, there was just like no judgment,
Yeah.
like with a group or something like that, for example.
Yeah.
So from the group tutoring, yeah, like I said before, everyone was in like selective schools already. They're learning all this crazy content where I just felt like I was still trying to learn the base levels. So I didn't really want to even ask about that.
Yeah.
And like I was only like the one of the few ones there that was just doing the normal curriculum. So that's why I didn't want to ask these.
These crazy hard questions.
Yeah.
Like,
And then, yeah, in class, the teacher was not a very good supportive teacher. Everyone actually complained about him, I remember now.
yeah.
And B, everyone already had their own tutors, like I
Yeah.
said. So,
Everyone was already on the tutor. Yeah. Okay.
and like
So
if you didn't have tutoring, then you'd fall behind.
Yeah. So now when you ended up getting tutoring as well, Brian, right? So do you feel more comfortable actually asking questions during class now that you had a one-on-one tutor versus when you had the group tutoring and you had school?
So did I feel more comfortable asking questions in class?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like, yeah, 100%. But I felt like I already had someone in my corner to fall back on and ask questions anyway.
Yep.
And I was already like super frustrated with my teacher.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't want to even bother trying with him. So I was like, yeah, I'm more comfortable. But I was also like, felt like I already had someone in my corner to ask questions anyway.
Yeah.
So like my teacher at the end of the day was just a backup, I guess.
Yeah. No, I meant more comfortable, like actually asking questions to me as your tutor.
Oh, right.
Compared to like,
Yeah.
remember you didn't feel very comfortable actually asking questions to your teacher at school or like in your group classes, right? Did you feel more comfortable actually asking those questions than once you were in the one-on-one lessons?
Yeah, so 100% having my own tutor was like, I felt way more comfortable because you reassured me that for me to learn the best way was just open up and have any questions that I had, just send them out.
Yeah.
Because that was like the best way to learn, right?
100%.
I didn't have to like have a worry in my brain of like, just, should I ask this? Should I not ask this? It's just like, just anything on my mind, it came out.
Just ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And yeah, B, like compared to group tutoring, I didn't feel silly for asking questions because there weren't all these selective school kids around me thinking like, why is he like asking base level questions, for example?
Yeah, you're worried about what they were going to think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and then that's kind of how the gaps they build up, right? Because then if you don't ask this one concept here, then like this other concept of here doesn't make sense. The other one doesn't make sense as well.
Yeah,
Right?
you fall behind.
100%, right? So I see that all the time as well. Students fall behind all the time because those gaps, they kind of accumulate. So that's something where it builds upon each other, right? So if you miss a gap down here, right, you bet it's going to make this part and this part and this part harder as well. I can understand kind of where we were at the start, okay, then now when you got a little bit of tutoring, and then now I want to see what happened, what results, what transformations we actually achieved from this, right? So first of all, how did your marks change after starting tutoring?
Yeah, so I went from like a 63% level, a C level, and then within like a term, 2 terms, I was hitting the A level, right?
100%.
I'm pretty sure I was like getting the 90 above marks for maths, and I was advanced and extension. So tutoring like was so powerful, 100%. Where I was so happy with my marks.
100%.
I remember now, like it's bringing back the thought.
Yeah, and I actually remember, so I know this was years ago, right? But I remember so clearly that Bryan got he got 100% in one of his exams at school, right? I'll put it up here or something on the screen so you guys can see it. But honestly, I was so proud of him when he got that. I remember because he full messaged me he texted me through the photo of it and he was super happy. So yeah,
I gotta dig up all my maths results.
Yeah.
Now you can see the transformation.
100%. No, I've got a photo of it somewhere. I'll put it up here on the screen somewhere. What did you end up getting in maths in year 12? After everything, we got some tutoring, we got some help, right? We sat in that final exam, got through year 12. What mark did you actually end up getting?
So for advanced, I got 94. So band 6.
Yep.
thank you to leave mathematics.
Let's go. Well done. 94.
And then, yeah, ultimately the ATAR was 90.75.
90.75.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So that is the top 10% as well, by the way, because that's how the ATARs work and everything. Okay, so well done. Congratulations. And then where did that take you? Where did you end up going after that?
So I got into my dream course, mechanical engineering,
Let's go.
and at my dream uni, UNSW.
UNSW. Shout out UNSW. All right. Best uni. I went there too. Well done.
I finished uni, I got into my dream job of doing vehicle engineering
Yep.
with mechanical engineering.
Yeah. Well done, man. Honestly, like full circle. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was full circle as well. Very emotional, to be honest, because I ended up going to Bryan's graduation for UNSW too when he graduated. That was last year?
Yeah.
Last year, yeah. So full circle moment, right? He graduated high school, graduated uni, got the dream job, got the dream marks. Well done. Very proud. Congratulations again.
Thank
bro.
you again. Thank you again.
You don't have to thank me, man. Honestly, you did the work as well.
But I needed the guidance.
The guidance and the resources and the experience, 100%. Okay. So, do you think maths actually helped you get into your uni course and your future plans?
Yeah, of course, because like engineering is just full of maths, right?
Yep.
So many of the subjects I did for engineering was maths heavy, maths related.
Yep.
So without maths, then I don't think engineering would have been a possibility.
Yeah. It's the foundations, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And even now, like, I do use maths day to day.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think the skills that you learnt from maths and from study and like the study habits and everything from high school, did they translate into your uni journey as well?
yeah, of course. Being able to know how to study, it prepared me well for my uni exams, right?
Yeah.
I knew how to study with the right resources. So
Yep.
get all the practice papers for
Yep.
that specific subject, for example.
Well done.
And then doing it under time pressure.
Yep.
The preparation was set up from early.
The foundations.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Honestly, I'm very excited and very happy to hear that. That's awesome. How was university anyway? Like what? How was your experience?
University was up and down. It was fun, but yeah, of course, university isn't going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
There was plenty of stressful moments, plenty of hard assignments, plenty of not helpful tutors at university. But even then, I was still able to ask him questions because
Yeah.
he went to UNSW and did similar engineering course to me.
That is kind of wild, yeah. Because I did mechatronic engineering, Bryan did mechanical, so we did a bit, like some of the subjects overlapped as well. It's crazy. Cool. And then what surprised you most about uni compared to high school?
University was a lot harder than high school.
I think for me, when I went to uni, the big shock was that you get a lot less support than compared to high school, right? Like even in high school, right? Like I guess you get a little bit of support from your teachers, like it's a lot less personalized. But then in uni, right, the whole difference here, this is kind of off topic, but whole difference is like if you do not like put any effort in, you're cooked.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think university was more
More self-directed?
robotic, if you know what I mean. Like, it was just like purely strict, stick to the schedule.
Yep.
If you don't stick to the schedule, then yeah, that's it, you fall behind.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Another good question I've got here. So are there any skills from maths that still help you now?
Yeah, like, I think I discussed before was like the problem solving and pattern recognition.
Yep.
And I feel like that even translates to human skills, right?
Yeah.
Just being able to converse with people.
Yeah.
So yeah, being more comfortable.
More comfortable asking questions, more comfortable communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Looking back now, do you think tutoring made a difference?
Of course. Without tutoring, I would have been so much more stressed.
Yeah.
And I really don't think I would be able to achieve that high level.
Yeah.
Because I really needed someone to hold my hand and take me through the journey, right?
Someone who's been through the journey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With the right guidance.
Right guidance.
And that's where it really mattered.
Yeah. Right guidance, right resources, right like experience in doing what you were trying to do, basically.
Yeah.
Right. It's like having like a PT kind of thing as well, right? It just makes you, it speeds up the process, makes it easier to actually achieve the goal, achieve the mission. Right.
And you fail a lot less.
Yeah, because they've already done the mistakes for you.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's the thing with having a tutor as well. Like when you have the right tutor, right? They have the right guidance, the right understanding. They've done it before, basically, right? What do you think actually helped you most by having a tutor?
Having the right foundational levels
Yep.
and the right structure to approach a complex problem.
Yeah.
So like they said, these curveball questions, like with tutoring, Jono was like, just take it back to base levels.
Foundations.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can solve it.
Yep.
And preparing for these exams, knowing how to study, and having the right resources.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a really big one when you're studying as well. A lot of people don't realize how important the resources are, like having the right questions to do, because it needs to be syllabus aligned. Otherwise, when you get to the real exam, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah. And even with the right resources, it allows me to ask the right questions.
Yep.
Because sometimes I'd have questions, but I don't even know what to ask.
You don't even know what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Okay, cool. Next thing is, how would things have been different if you never started tutoring?
Oh, man. I don't think I'd get into my engineering course.
Yeah.
100% not. Like, because engineering was a demanding course where you had to be at the top.
Yeah.
Without tutoring, I would have a lot of gaps in like just the foundations.
Yep.
So yeah, really don't think I would be able to hit engineering.
Yeah. Well, thank God we're not in that situation.
Yeah.
We're all good. Okay. Would you recommend tutoring to students who struggle with maths?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like when I have kids, I'm going to send them to tutoring as well, because having the right guidance will just take them a long way. And from an early stage, you fix your gaps quicker and you'll build your confidence quicker.
Yep.
So, yeah, without tutoring, I feel like I wouldn't even be at the engineering that I'd have.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
And then what would you say to students who think they are just bad at maths? This one's an interesting one.
Well, I felt like I was bad at maths. I didn't feel like comfortable doing maths.
Yeah.
But it's like when I do kickboxing. When I first started doing kickboxing, I was terrible.
Yeah.
But with like just the right amount of time, the right amount of guidance, you like feel way better at the end when you're actually doing it right.
When you have someone who's done it before, who's gone through the journey, who has the experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being bad at maths is not true.
Yeah.
There's always hope.
I completely agree. Because maths is one of these beautiful subjects where literally the answer is like right or it's wrong. Okay, it's like
of course.
right or wrong. Okay, it's very logical. And then what that means is if it is wrong, that's completely fine, right? What we can do is we can actually like go through, talk about the working out, explain how to actually do it, and then boom, next question, you're going to get it right. Because you can see the logic, you can see the understanding.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like any of these fluffy subjects like English or anything where they can't tell you where the answer is like right or wrong or why you can't get full marks, right? And in maths, you can get full marks. That's the cool thing, right? If you just eliminate all these smaller errors, right, you can achieve full mark, right? That's what I love about it, and I've seen it time and time again. And this guy's got full marks before as well, right? So I promise you, it is definitely possible. What would you say to someone who feels like they are too far behind to catch up?
It's never too late to start.
Yep.
You just got to start.
Yep.
And then once you start, the momentum builds and you'll pick it up quicker.
Yep.
So like me, I felt like I had to start doing maths, like the foundations in year 7 even. I left it till like year 11 to really like nail it.
Yep.
And that's also a time critical period.
100%.
Because the higher level maths is when it's harder. So it's never too late.
It's never too late.
You just got to start.
Yeah, it's like that saying, it's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today.
Yeah, exactly right.
What would you say to parents who are worried about their child's maths?
What would I say to parents? I would 100% recommend tutoring, because that's, if I was in the same position as if I had a child and I was worried about maths, I'd just take them to tutoring, because I went through the same experience, so I know what it's like, and I know how tutoring helps.
Yeah, exactly right.
So yeah.
That makes complete sense. And then here, what signs do you think parents should look out for if their child is struggling?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
I guess when they kind of avoid the question about how they're going in maths at
they're
school.
kind of avoiding it, yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'm doing good, but I don't know, their demeanor kind of seems low.
Yep.
Like
Like low motivation.
you could just tell that they're not happy with something, right?
Yep.
And this probably stemming from
The
like,
academics.
yeah, 100% right.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you probe a little few questions for maths
Yep.
and they like don't answer it, then yeah.
Could be that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here, is there anything your parents did that really helped you succeed?
Just supporting me finally for getting my own tutoring.
Yeah.
I remember they sent me to all these tutoring colleges
Yep.
and it just wasn't the right fit for me.
The groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like me going out on my own and finding my own tutoring,
Yep.
they supported my decision.
For the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that was the massive
Rest-
difference.
And the rest is history.
Exactly right.
Wow. And then what would you say to parents who are unsure whether tutoring is actually worth it?
Oh man, just the results that you'll see from your child improving after tutoring is just night and day.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, I was never hesitant about tutoring because I knew that I could, with the right resources, the right guidance,
Yep.
I could hit that A level, and
Yeah.
I was at that C level.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah, 100%. And it's like if you want to achieve the results, like this is the last chance you have, like in high school, right?
Yeah.
Like you run through high school once.
yeah,
Okay,
of
and then
course.
you want to reach your full potential. You want to get the results. You want to get into your dream course, your career. You want to be set up for life.
And like we said before, tutors already made the mistake, so you don't have to.
Exactly right.
So you speed run that process.
Speed run the process. Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. And then I think education is one of the most important things as well.
Of
right?
course.
So investing in your education is like priceless,
Night and
to be
day.
honest. This one's interesting. Do you think tutoring changed more than just your marks?
Yeah, of course. I feel like funnily enough, I became more of a confident person
Yeah.
afterwards, and then I made like a friendship with Jonathan. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
like another aspect of tutoring was like the connection, right? Like just feeling comfortable, feeling like I was keen to go to tutoring
Yeah.
because I was like, yes, I'm ready to learn, but like ready to just explain my knowledge and
Yeah.
Jonathan explain his knowledge and like just feeling like I'm succeeding in something.
Yeah. So I think what you're describing as well is something that we really try and do here at Lee Mathematics. Is it's not just about like the tutoring as well. It's about having a mentor, right? Someone who's gone through the journey before, someone who's like experienced it, who can know exactly how you're feeling because we've gone through the journey as well. Like the reason I think I got on so well with Bryan as well is because like I saw myself in him as well. Like I genuinely went through the exact same journey. I went through the exact same struggles when I was in high school too. And then he wanted to do the exact same course as me as well, right? So I think that's what we do here for all the tutor matching and the pairing as well. We try and do the pairing so then it's not just like the best tutor for like academically for your case, right? It's also like personality fit, like who we really think that you're going to be able to get on with. Because when you're with your tutor, right, like the most important thing is that you feel like you can ask questions. You feel like you're comfortable, like, and they're supportive, right? So what I'm trying to say here is we also take into account the actual tutor matching, the pairing, because when, like what Bryan was saying, like when you feel comfortable asking questions, okay, when you feel comfortable with your tutor, you're going to feel more accountable to do your homework, you're going to feel more motivated, you're going to enjoy coming to class. Like, it makes that huge difference, essentially.
Yeah, it's like having your coach in your fighting corner.
Yeah, exactly
like
right.
your just personalized coach.
Yep.
The one like actually that cares for you.
Yep.
And wants you to succeed.
Good analogy. I like
And
it.
I like, yeah, 100%.
I like it. Okay, cool. How important is it to ask for help early?
I'd say very important because I used to, for tutoring, like just leave my questions and just be like, oh, yep, that's just how math works. I don't really understand how.
You didn't get it. Why?
I don't understand why, but it's just a law.
Yep.
But I never felt comfortable because like I really needed to know so I could expand into other questions.
Yep.
So asking questions early makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because you don't fall behind.
100%. I think asking questions is one of the most important things with learning anything, right? Learning maths, learning literally like anything, right? If I didn't ask questions, if I didn't have like the confidence to ask questions even in uni, like I would have struggled so much in uni as well. Right?
Yeah.
Like you got to ask questions, even like if you're learning anything, right? If you're learning like a new skill, like kickboxing, or if you're learning, like if you're at the gym, right? Or if you're
Like even my job now, like if I didn't ask questions, then I'd make so much more mistakes.
Yeah.
And then my manager would be like, well, what's going on here?
Yeah. Checks out. Okay. If you could go back and talk to your year 10 self, what would you say?
Reading the books earlier,
Yeah.
because year 10 I was a bit of a wreck. Just doing silly stuff and not prioritizing education.
Yeah.
But like even then, like being able to have a tutor, he kept me accountable with my education and really caring about my ATAR.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could go back to my year 10 self, was really prioritize education.
Yeah.
Like all those silly things I was doing at the time ultimately didn't matter
Yeah.
at the end, but education was just like the investment in myself.
Yeah. Just go hard. Like go hard for like 2-3 years. Okay. Reach your full potential, get your dream ATAR, and then get into kind of put your life in the direction that you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And like the thing was, I didn't want to disappoint you. And so that's why I cared so much about like doing good in maths.
Yeah. You had that like accountability from as a mentor kind of perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Okay. And then what is one thing that you will never forget about your time at Lee Mathematics?
The laughs. Like, and then the light bulb moments. I remember now.
Yeah.
Like when I had a question and I was really struggling and then you explained it.
Yeah.
And then I finally got it. I just felt so much more happier.
Yeah. Was there a funny or memorable moment during tutoring that still stands out?
Yeah, of course. When I called you the wrong name.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And you took it very well.
Yeah, 100%. That's pretty funny.
And we still like did amazing at tutoring.
Yeah. Now, so I know now, actually, honestly, bro, I'm really proud of you. Like, from
Thanks, man.
bro to bro, like, I'm very proud of you. Because you got through high school, you got the ATAR, you got the dream marks, you got into uni. Uni's done, graduated. You got distinction as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Distinction, average, UNSW, that's awesome. And then now dream job. So, honestly, where do you see yourself? Like 5 years from now?
Just set me up to be so ambitious, right? To achieve the top.
Yeah.
So ideally, within 5 years, I want to be achieving the top.
Top of what?
I want to like get it. I would love to start an engineering business.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. And yeah, just set myself up for success early so I don't have to worry about it later.
Yeah.
So we could have a massive conversation about where I want to go in 5 years, but
Yeah, we can go through
I just
that.
want to achieve the top.
Achieve the top, achieve your potential, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, final one is, what would your teachers be surprised to see you doing now?
Oh, I could answer that.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. All right.
because during high school, I was a smart kid, but I was always making dumb decisions. Like, I was a bit naughty, I guess. And they're like, Bryan, you got to switch your head on. Like,
You can lock in.
yeah, you got to lock in. So I think that would be happy for me
Yeah.
because I did lock in.
Yeah.
I remember making, dumb decisions, and my teachers were like, Bryan, like making them feel disappointed.
Yeah.
But now that I achieved what I wanted to achieve, get into engineering, they'd be proud of me.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Has
you
been
very
a
much,
pleasure.
Jonathan.